Alright, I think I'm gonna play this one for entertainment.
Just became easy cheese.
Easy cheesy.
Item number
01.
SCP-694. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. The neighborhood that SCP-694 occupies has been evacuated with a cover story of industrial contamination.
And I go, well, that's one example of a definition of insanity. That's certainly one way to do it. Here's the other part, Pendrell, Carl Sagan. There's some oddities and things, researchers, MDFs, and directors, Class D. They all have a range of E0 to E1. Insane, 0-1.
With personnel
MTF,
stationed to reroute drivers away from the anomaly.
I had to FMA all day. Well,
time travelers are to stand guard and provide assistance to have public awareness of SCP-694 removed.
X in certain multiples is why it reads like a redacted and everything's kind of
to be reported to the site supervisor.
Something.
Description.
Congruency.
SCP-694 is an externally observable time loop that has been cycling every 38 minutes since November 23rd, 2004,
time being arbitrary,
in the town of Vermont.
Driving in Vermont,
SCP-694
or Virgo,
contains the events of an attempted kidnapping and armed pursuit, followed by a car crash in a ravine alongside the road. SCP-694 occupies 4 spherical regions of space, each of which is approximately 5 meters in diameter, and centered on one of the 4 participants in the loop. SCP-694-1,
different variables of it. You
3,
can go
and 4,
A, name,
as they repeat
concept,
their original
that
trajectory,
condenses
beginning
into
at
a
the residence
functional
of
combination set,
SCP-694-1 and 2,
where
and terminating
0,
at the bottom of the ravine,
1,
alongside
0,
the
1,
road.
1, 0
Although
are
personnel
those
have been
4
able to
models.
enter
So what is 0?
SCP-694
Insanity.
and add and remove
Okay, what else is
objects,
0?
there
Definition.
is as of yet no
What else is
known
0?
way to
The,
affect the events of the
well, I don't
loop.
know, the
See
0
experiment log for
definition.
details.
It's a word. It
Loop
could might
participants
mean in
do
a
not respond
multi-world,
to
and
non-loop
insane
stimuli,
still applies, even though
e.g.,
insane
the presence
to
of Foundation
many different
personnel,
variables, or
either as
there's
observers
just one person
or
out there that does it.
experimenters, and can be assumed
It's
to
not
be
true.
unaware of
We
any
know
and
it's
all
not.
non-loop events.
These
When forcibly
things
removed
trigger
from the space
the
within
register,
the loop,
but
participants
it would
will
be spin
continue
mass
to repeat
direction
the actions
still.
of the loop to the
But
extent
still, it can't be sure
is
that that's what
physically
the element is,
possible,
because
and
there's
will
a few
die
different
when the loop reaches
superpositions
its
in the
terminus.
pipes about the
Autopsies
optics
have thus far
and
not indicated
curvature
any
and
identifiable cause of death.
spin again.
Participants in SCP-694.
So back to 0-1, if 0 is the, you would still
SCP-694-1
right-hand rule, but it can be in
identified
any
as local
model. There
resident
might be
Alexander
extra
Lang,
words between things
aged
about
52,
the
Caucasian,
insanity definition
listed as
of the
widowed,
SCP
with no
Foundation,
immediate family apart
or
from SCP-694-2.
and defining,
No
but
records have
insanity
been found of SCP-694-1's
definition
existence prior to
of
his
the
arrival in
SCP
Vermont.
Foundation. See, they still apply, but might have a different
SCP-694-2,
momentum or a semi-imperial set.
Identified as local resident
Now,
Philip Lang, aged
because
6,
of all those, we just
mixed
walked through that
race,
series of those 4
son
balls
of
that
SCP-694-1,
bounce differently given
mother
their
unidentified.
context.
No records
But
have
you're
been
going to
found of
start with not
SCP-694-2's
those things
existence
in
prior
Vermont,
to his arrival
given
in
that Vermont has different time
1999,
topology, not just state laws.
SCP-694-3 and
retards.
SCP-694-4.
Talking to you! I'm talking to you!
Unidentified
SCP
kidnappers.
Foundation, just
Both Caucasian
why
males,
put the Kell agents in
wielding empty handguns, reported stolen November 15th, 2004. Note: although SCP-694-3 and SCP-694-4 refer to each other as Jake
Well, it's one
and
thing you're smart
Elwood,
enough to,
these are believed to be pseudonyms.
as
Jake and
look
Elwood
at
are the
it
names
like
of
if
the
trust and
protagonists of
verify
the 1980 film
should play
The
through,
Blues
but you know
Brothers.
it plays through because you have people on contracts.
SCP-694
You have
event.
photos and
Events
video, and
within
you cover your ass to make sure you don't get shot.
SCP-694.
Because
Time index.
don't be stupid.
0 minutes,
Insane
0
to think
seconds
that
to 3
it's
minutes.
certain things.
SCP-694-1 emerges from his residence and watches SCP-694-2 play with various toys on the front lawn for 3 minutes. He then tells SCP-694-2 to put away the toys so that they may go to the supermarket.
Okay.
Time index: 3 minutes to 6 minutes 30 seconds. SCP-694-3 and SCP-694-4's vehicle, a 2002 Dodge minivan,
Just
black,
exploded in there.
reported stolen November 20th, 2004. bearing the license plate of a 1999 Volkswagen Jetta, reported stolen November 21st, 2004, pulls into SCP-6941's driveway. SCP-694-3 and 4 emerge from the minivan and hold SCP-694-1 and 2 at gunpoint.
Follow the rabbit, Neo. Come on. This is a good one. I recommend. Well, we're looking for something special here. Well, this is a young version of it. Also, one of those 0-1 zitty bits that really respond to different definitions or recognition of the type of environment, atmosphere, quadrant of the universe you might be living. You know, we have a chance to see an officer. No offense. Well, I hope this does well.
I just wanted to add to what I've already talked about in this video. I think that it's so important to do what you have to do in order to get out of that headspace, and to me that's what mental health is. We're training our minds to
how to take a guy like me as an officer, bad monkey that I am, because there's two options. One, I find out I do good on the numbers and that stuff doesn't matter about the stand-up guy, gal kind of thing, and becomes an issue in the mill. It's nothing new, it's not just male related, it's
so I always put my mental health
merits related inside of, well, yeah, a lot of people can't pass the test, can't do things, and getting to that's one of those things, and just jumping into the squad car like, you know, yeah, I'm sure you are, that's why they have backup in the whole team command thing and getting it figured out. But you can't really, you know, you're trying your best to say something to something in the back of the cruiser there, or next to somebody in the rookie seat there, or whatever it is, how long it takes. Well, you would case, the longer you've been here, you have more incidents or more prime truth tables over certain incidents that says early warning signs or red flags on what's going on.
Like I've said in this video, it's really sad to see.
Regionally, what I do is again, I generally try to do it. I like to get Jocko and get the NCOs training over to Fox in the Box about it, because you got to get it in hand about. There's only so many businesses, and this isn't just as a cop. There's real estate. There's businesses and systems. When you get there, you don't do the job yourself, but it's the same code. For a 14-20-17-20 Helen Keller, limiting factors too here. And the gorilla. When you're in there, what happened, officer? This is the slope. This was the camera view. This was making sure that those were in the sensor. Because in businesses, there might be illegals working in there for ICE, and that snapped this brother in town, and he was getting away with stuff with the mayor and the big dog, which pay your deal, but don't pay your deal. Like, this thing was supposed to keep going, but somebody fucked up.
There's just a lot of things that have been on my mind. Everything's fine.
It gets good.
I don't want to freak anyone out.
So when you know, it brings up a lot of questions about what had happened, how back do you go, but did that give me the right to smash some brother in the back of the head with a crowbar because I was tired of their shit? Not necessarily. You stick it in my wife or something, maybe you get upset, but certain rules in the game.
Getting shot and killed, it's just
I mean,
really,
you owe me a trip to Disneyland or something. You know what I mean?
Disgusting and terrifying and awful. I feel so bad for those officers' families, and I feel terrible.
Because somebody's not teaching them this. You know, there's drugs. They choose a faster model on the short because it looks better, but they don't understand the risk on that, and that puts a lot of weight on you for checking this stuff about it. There's nothing wrong with certain certain indicators, especially over prime tables. Like they really represent, that's what that is, over a fair system when somebody checks it, because a lot of that's cops. You know, you're always going through like new training details, and if you can, you're going for an investigator at some point in time, so you can get the hell off the streets and not just be the one that throws them in the container. You can be the one that does the read technique, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get you there.
Be aware of your surroundings. All
Right.
that stuff is so important. That's what they teach us in the academy from day one.
I think this is my read technique. You know, you got a marshmallow in the room, and this could be anything. This could be 36, 18, 25, 5'9", 7'2", 600 pounds. Anything goes. You know, just Ryman sphere in there, pain train that this thing is. Madame Curie's marshmallow.
In order to kind of like make myself.
So when you're doing the steps necessary to present information, or, you know, analyzation, read 9 steps, those would be things that you have to say to be like, those 4 plus this 5 right here of a cop, an interrogator, a suspect, a lead interrogator, and investigator and interrogator, and a civilian. Get you into what the wrench is on the table, because it's all going to be photons at that point in time. Blinkety winkities, exposing information, referencing variables, false info and presentations, of course. Anyways, and that gets you into some of those FMAs, like, well, that timeline don't match out. That FMA and the thing doesn't work out, big guy. So.
Move on.